Hi everybody, my name is Rachel Kennedy. Let's talk bullying. Yes, bullying, the sick and awful thing you can do to someone. Bullying is such an awful thing because it makes people think such awful things about themselves, and that's not right. Many people say that bullies should be expelled from schools because of what they're doing. Me? I agree. And I think that the bully victim's life is more important than the bully's education, which many people also argue. But I'm not saying that the bully does not deserve an education. I'm saying the bully victim does not deserve to be bullied every single day and terrified of going to school because of that bully. I think, personally, that just because the bully's jealous, which many people say, that doesn't give them any right to put someone down. It doesn't give them any right to hurt someone or any of that. Because it's just the freedom to live and the freedom to life and property, in pursuit of happiness. Back then, it was illegal to obstruct that. Bullying obstructs that every single day. There's many different types of bullying: cyber, verbal, social, physical, millions and more. Cyber bullying is over the computer, through text, any social media, and verbal is more about spreading rumors, and so is social. It's about hurting someone's reputation. It really puts someone down and ruins their self-esteem. Physical bullying is more about hurting someone physically, as in bruising them, hitting them, punching them, which also isn't right because you really shouldn't hit anyone. Main cause of bullying, as most people say, is jealousy. You have the right to be jealous. Sure, if someone has better clothes than you, you can go, oh wow, I wish I had those clothes. But you don't turn around and say they're awful and they look ugly on that person. It really hurts the victim, because of the fact that who wants to be told that they're ugly and horrible and all of these things that people are saying about someone? Rumors are awful also because they could be false, they could be not true, they could be expressions that aren't real, they could be completely, utterly fake. And, I think personally that bullying is such an awful thing. Bullying causes suicide, depression, and dramatic decreases in grades. It's been proven that students that are bullied are more likely to fail or get a D or get a C when they're normally straight A students. That affects me also because that's part of school, and if the bully deserves education, you're obstructing someone else's education in their life, because seriously, they need good grades to go to college. If you get them 1D, there goes one college application, and one by one, they all fiddle away. I don't think it's right, and I say that the bully should be expelled or completely, utterly kicked out of the school, because it couldn't just be one person. There's always this saying that sometimes kill two birds with one stone. That bully's that one stone, and the victims are the two people. That just isn't right because they can destroy someone's life, someone's future. Today, there's Megan Muir's Law, which is, it's just the awfulest story ever. I have seen it, I have heard it, and I thought it was just a thing that I should bring up in this speech, because this 13-year-old girl committed suicide 3 weeks before her 14th birthday. because she was cyberbullied by an adult and 2 other girls, which I don't think's right. An adult destroying a little kid's life. I am around her age. That'd be like me committing suicide, which is awful. Her parents had seen this Josh on her account on MySpace. He had said so many just horrid things to her. And, later on, the parents found out it wasn't Josh, a boy. It was a mother of 1 child. I don't know the complete story, but I looked into it, and there's this mother, her daughter, and a friend or someone that was coming to visit, and they thought it would be just a funny joke to put this girl down. Suicide isn't a joke. Suicide isn't fun. Suicide isn't... It's not real. It's not the realest thing you can do. Yeah, it's real. It is. But it's so unreal that this little girl just felt so awful she committed suicide because of an adult. Someone that should be mature, that should have helped her, was putting her down. Her parents found out, and her mother started a program called Megan Muir Law, which is now illegal to cyberbully. Cyberbullying put this girl down, and it was such an awful thing to do for especially an adult to do this to a 13-year-old girl, which is awful. My opinion, this could have been avoided if there was more regulations. I mean, yeah, some kids deserve a Skype or a MySpace or any of that, like getting their story out there. But this girl was only 13. Did she really deserve to take her own life because of what an adult did? That's just so wrong to me. And then we go on to another topic, schools. When you think of schools and bullying, you think of the typical school, right? Well, teachers deal with it by talking to the bully, giving him programs, him or her programs that teach them the rights and wrongs of bullying. I don't think that should be it. Because most students think that teachers are taking it and wrongly. I know someone, and I'm not giving out their name for their personal, their privacy and security and everything, but I know quite a few people that I know very nearly and dearly, that took bullying to the teacher, and the teacher did nothing. Nothing. Now, it would break my heart and destroy me if they even thought of suicide, which I really don't want anyone to think of because it's such a horrid thing. I think the bullies should be expelled, just because of the fact that they're obstructing someone's life, not their education, not just their everyday life, their future. They could have been scientists. They could have found the cure for cancer. They could have made hoverboards, revolutionized the way we know things now. They can make new computers that are antivirus, and if any virus is attacked on them or launched at them, the computer does it without having to download any software. So many advances in science, so many advances in medical history, they could be that soldier out there saving our life. and they're put down by bullies, which is such an awful thing. And me personally, I think that bullies should be expelled. Even if it's just for a duration of a time, they should be shown what they're doing is wrong and what they're doing can really utterly hurt someone. Again, like Megan's Law, someone bullied her and she was put down to the fact that she had to commit suicide. And that's just an awful thing to think that that's the only way to fix the problem is to commit suicide. That's just an awful thing to think. And the students thinking the teachers aren't doing very well about the bullying, I can kind of see that, but also most teachers do very well with bullying, and they know how to prevent it, and it's just some teachers really aren't doing anything about bullying, which is kind of wrong because they're risking someone's life to suicide, which is awful. Bullying is such an awful thing to do, and before you bully, I think you should think of the consequences that come with bullying. Lives are lost, and people take things wrongly, and you need to watch how you phrase things. And if someone is hurting you and they don't know it, be sure to tell them, because you can't do anything if you're just sitting there wondering why they said it. Bullying is a very hard topic that you can talk about for hours about how wrong it is. And I think, personally, that bullying needs to stop. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and see you next time.